Hello, welcome to another Real World Moment, and tonight is going to rock the boat, and it's entitled The Gifts PA Has Given Me. Before we get into it, let's get into what I'm not. I'm not a doctor, lawyer, therapist, or any other accredited body that can be used in your case. I'm simply a two-time alienated parent. I've been in the court system for over a decade, and I have lots of lived experience in PA, coercive control, narcissistic abuse, etc., and also a lot of educational experience in coaching, life coaching, and a bunch of other coachy stuff. Okay, as the internet likes to say, this is for informational and or educational purposes only. As I like to add, I welcome comments. In fact, I do these videos to get conversations going, and I certainly know that tonight's will. I welcome all opinions. I do not welcome gender-based attacks, vile attacks, or anything that's perceived as a real bad attack. Not many ways I can say it. Doing it because I know it's going to come up tonight. So let's get into it. All right. Gifts that PA has given me. Well, I can already hear the chirping like, Natalie, what are you talking about? You're deranged. I can hear it. What do I mean by that? Well, this came up actually in my Sunday night support group that I run. I've been running that for a year and a half. And it just grows by leaps and bounds, not by volume of people, but by genuine conversation, constructive tips and tricks, and coming together and learning and coping together with PA, not just coping, but growing. And tonight, a lot of conversation was around if we hadn't experienced PA or we're not experiencing it currently, would we have grown or would we be growing in the way that we are? And the consensus was no, we would not be. And in fact, I were expressing gratitude around, as horrible as this is, there have been some life-altering lessons that have helped us become better people, not only for ourselves, but also for our alienated children for when they come back to us. And I'm going to say when, not if, because we want to keep it positive. And I want to believe that in my own journey, in my second round of alienation, that, my son I've not seen in 3.5 years, I believe it's a when, not an if. So I'm going to talk about 4 things. Okay? Perspective, patience, perseverance, and power. All right, these are the 4 gifts that alienation has given me personally and many other people that I talk to. But of course, these are my real raw moments. So I'm only going to talk about what I've experienced and share possibly how you may also be able to experience these things. All right, so let's start with the first, perspective. Oh, I tell you, I don't know about you, but I didn't realize how horrible things could really be in life until I experienced PA. Now, I have experienced death of family members. I've experienced loss. I've experienced job loss. I've experienced even loss of my marriage. All great things. My divorce, not great things. But in the grand scheme, when I look at them versus experiencing PA, there's nothing like PA. It's a whole other circle of hell. So it's giving me perspective in that in life. It's also giving me perspective in life in general, what's important and what is not. I used to be a person that would say, let's say I got caught in traffic and I was really late for work. Oh, that was so horrible. Oh my God, I can't believe it. This ruined my day. Okay, that would have been me a while ago, a few years ago now. Now I'm like, oh, well, that happened. Yeah, did I like it? No. Did it annoy me? Yes. Is it life altering? No. Now, if you've been late 20 times in a row and you lose your job, of course it's life altering, but that's not what I'm talking about. So let's just stick with perspective. In PA, we suddenly or eventually realize how trivial a lot of other life events are compared to what we're enduring. And that can be a gift. It's certainly actually taken a lot of anxiety and stress off my shoulders for things that I would really stress over that really don't matter in the grand scheme. So, perspective. Patience. Well, kind of ties in with perspective or talking about traffic. We live in a world of instant gratification. We expect things to be fixed quickly. And if you're in PA at all, it doesn't change overnight. Certainly, if you enter into the court system, you know how slow that goes. If you enter into reunification therapy, you also know how slow that goes, and all the things in between, or just none of the, and you're only enduring PA without being in the system at all. I have learned to be patient. I have learned to take a breath and a beat and to understand and not try to push forward in a situation that can't be pushed, right? As much as we want to push the issue, we want our children back, we want them to hear us, we want to be seen and heard, that can lead to us overwhelming our alienated children if we have contact or even if we don't. And it can also lead to us just melting down because we want this to be over and we're just trying to push something that is not going to be pushed. It's going to evolve and resolve in its own time, place, and pattern. So patience, well, we all say patience is a virtue, and I can tell you it absolutely is in PA. And it's not one that I had. I thought I had it. I thought I was a patient person until here I am. 2016, where are we? 8 years after my beginning experience, and here I am now, still in the court system, still fighting, still doing XYZ. So patience. It helps a lot because we only have so much energy, and learning when and how to be patient, and also learning when to push. I'm not saying there's not a time. I'm going to get to that in a minute. It has a lot of value in PA, and it can really help to de-stress you and to keep you down here versus always up here. Okay. Perseverance. Okay, kind of ties in with patience. Perseverance. The will to keep going. The definition of perseverance is persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success, right? So it goes with patience. You have to have patience with perseverance. But perseverance in PA is a little bit of a different animal. You know, perseverance nowadays, people say, well, that's like manifesting, right? You're going to persist in your efforts towards a goal. And if you do that, your goal will be met. Let's just use weight loss as an example, okay? You persist in exercising 5 times a week, you're going to lose weight, right? We know these to be true, right? You persist in a vegan diet, you're going to, well, probably lose weight. I'm a health coach as well, so I'm on, we're getting towards the holidays, so weight loss is always becoming a big topic. Perseverance in PA looks a little bit different because there isn't an outcome that we can guarantee, and there isn't an action that can guarantee an outcome. So the type of perseverance that we have in PA is probably the most profound, I know there's a lot of P words today, type of perseverance you can have, because you're entering into something that you do not know the outcome of, and yet you persist, and yet you keep showing up. You keep showing up for your alienated child. Most importantly, and this video is about, and most of my work is about, you persist and persevere in showing up for yourself through the hard days, through the long days, through the heartaches, through the sorrow, through the sadness, through the grief, that living grief, the grief that wants to take us down. And let me tell you, I've had my fair share of experiences not being able to get out of bed, depression, all sorts of things. I get it. I'm here to say, I'm not saying any of these glibly as though I have not experienced them. This is literally, well, the gifts that I've been given. I've chosen to learn how to use these to my advantage and to my own whole being and growth in PA. So here we are. We're at perspective, patience, perseverance, and the final one, power. All right. So how does power come into it? How has PA given me the gift of power? Well, in all of these, patience, perspective, perseverance, learning these, growing within these concepts in PA has shown me how much I can endure, how much I can accomplish, and also how much I can push and fight for my alienated child. When you're in alienation, as we often say, you're damned if you do and damned if you don't, right? It doesn't matter what you do. You can persistently try to reach your child, you're manipulating and you're overwhelming. You back off while you don't care. That's an example. And we get snowballed underneath all of these attacks, right? And we feel powerless. So when I say that's giving me the gift of power, this is going to be probably quite counterintuitive to most people. But here's where it's given me power. It has allowed me to think differently. Well, I've chosen to think differently. Let me just be clear. When I say the gifts PA has given me, these are gifts that I've gained through deep inner work, reading, educating myself, connecting with people. I do go to therapy. I do run a support group that other people come to, and that is just a beautiful place of growth and connection and learning where we have power. And here's where we have power. We, whether man or woman, mom or dad, primary caregiver, there's only one of us. And our child needs us. And that is powerful. We're going to base power of the mother instinct, the father instinct, the protector. That is our power. And we can use it. We can stand with it. We can use that to fuel us through the darker moments and dark days. And especially the times when we are told the exact opposite. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure that you've had the emails and the court dates and the texts, the texts from not only your alienator, but other core family members, all saying exactly the opposite of what I'm saying here. You're nothing. You're mud. You're a horrible mother or father. You don't deserve to be in this child's life. They do not need you. They do not want you. Right? Those are all devastating words. So how do we flip that to power? Well, knowing that we are the only one of a kind entity to that child, to your child. You are the only father. And I don't care, or mother, I don't care what information you're getting, that they've got a new step parent or a new parent or a new that. No. Right? It's very easy to lean into that. And I'm here to tell you from a place of absolute conviction and learning to harness my power as a mother. And that means harnessing it internally. I'm not talking about what I do necessarily with that power. That's another video for another day. I'm talking about internally how I feel powerful and what I rely on to fuel that power, not anger, but power. And that is, again, I will say it, I'm the only mother my child has. Period. End of story. I don't care. And here's why. I'm not dead. Right? If I was dead, and I mean dead, 6 feet under, and my ex remarried somebody and they became their mom, still would not be the core mother, the source, right? The core father, the source. I'm powerful because I am still alive. I am powerful because I am sitting here making this video talking about alienation to all of you who understand what it's like to endure it. I'm powerful because I am present. I am present in this moment. I am present in parental alienation. I am powerful because I'm not going to give up. I am going to persevere. I'm powerful because I have patience, because I can endure. All right. I have a feeling that this video is going to, it's probably going to cite some comments. I will, of course, welcome all sorts of comments, but mostly I challenge you. This video is a challenge. Look within. As hard and gut-wrenching and heartbreaking, and especially we're going to the holidays, PA is. There are gifts to be gained. There are skills to learn. And what does that do ultimately? That makes you a beautiful, grown human being and parent for your alienated child to come back to. Comments below.